How y'all doing, my web doers? If you guys heard of the news from the Doctor Strange director, Scott Derrickson, you probably know what I'll be discussing about today. If not, I'll explain it then. Scott Derrickson has given a statement that the film will act as an entryway to the Marvel Cinematic Multiverse, thus bringing in many possibilities of adding other heroes and alternative characters from different Earths. Hearing about this news, it just knocked me to realize something. Is it possible to recast Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield as alternative versions of the MCU Spider-Man? Please do note, this isn't from any rumors lying around. This is all entirely my speculation and opinion of what could happen in the future of Spider-Man franchises. To start off with, you guys could be wondering right now, why should those two actors reprise their roles? It's because, in my opinion, it seems to be a right move for Marvel to bring in the Spider-Verse, or a Spider-Man kind of crossover film, considering the fact we now have 3 live-action webheads currently, plus many opportunities to bring in other versions from different universes who we adore, such as Miles Morales, Miguel O'Hara, Mayday Parker, Ben Reilly, or even other Spider-related characters from the mainstream universe that has yet to make an appearance in the MCU, like Jessica Drew and Enya Corazon, etc. Another reason why I think Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield deserve to reprise their roles is also because, from my perspective, I felt there's a kind of cliffhanger in both of the cancelled Spider-Man franchises and were never given a chance to resolve themselves. What I mean by this, take Raimi's Spider-Man in this case. Despite its seemingly fine ending, it also feels like there's something missing. Why I see it that way is because we never knew how Peter Parker managed to cope with the fact that Harry, his only best friend mind you, is gone, and how he managed to move on from that, like his Uncle Ben. How I see that, if you predict the future of the Raimi universe based on Tobey's character personality, we can easily assume he's been going through a depressed state currently, ever since Harry Osborn died, and from this point, he's on the verge of quitting his responsibility as a crime fighter. And also, fun fact, in one of the earlier scripts, Peter Parker quits Spider-Man again. But what makes it even more depressing, he not just discards the costume, he just burns it. I know, it's very sadly harsh. As for Webb's Spider-Man, well, this one can easily speak for itself regarding its unreleased spin-offs and cancelled sequels, as well as some unsolved villains and a guy in the shadow that's still roaming free as the franchise's plot device. In short, I felt this would be a great opportunity to give both the franchises a fine conclusion it's missing all these years. Now, with the personal opinion thing out of the way, the next question is, how could I pull off this Spider-Verse or Spider-Man or Spidey team-up thing? Like I said from the beginning of this video, Scott Derrickson stated that Doctor Strange will act as a start point to the cinematic multiverse. And if you've seen a few behind the scene pictures, Tom Holland happens to be with the on-set crew, which means there's a big possibility for Spidey to appear in this film. Furthermore, since we know for a fact Doctor Strange does learn his own multi-dimensional spells in his pockets of tricks, and contain some mystical items that's capable of sending any individuals to other universes, it's likely that during Spider-Man's visit at the Sanctum Sanctorum, he'll encounter one of those things and, well, accidentally wreak havoc among the multiverse, and he must travel throughout the dimensions in order to repair it. Another thing I hope they're gonna add to this story is a scene between Andrew and Tobey's Spider-Man. How they're gonna pull this scene off is by getting them to at least consult and help each other with their common strengths and weaknesses by learning of each other's pain for loved ones in order to help other spiders to resolve the crisis. Why I feel Marvel should have such a scene between the two actors is because for a while we've been getting so much bragging about who's better and who's not. And do note, I respect people's rights to express their own opinion for both the incredible, talented actors. I understand that. But most of the time, all the fanboys do is just rant and rant until it reaches to the point where they just can't accept even a little thing and might even lash out and say, go f your opinion and wish you never existed kind of, well, talk, like as if they have a dark agenda we just hate. Overall, now with the cinematic multiverse in development, at least maybe sometime in the future, I hope Marvel take considerations about my discussion in this video and bring back Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield to reprise their roles, to not only to fulfill the hopes of having our first time ever live action Spidey crossover, but to also give both Council's franchises a well-deserved, no cliff jumper closures that they were lacking all those years. What are you guys' thoughts about this video? Are you wishing to see Tobey and Andrew recast their roles as great web swingers? Or are you even more intrigued to see your favorite webheads to appear on the big screen? Either way, if you guys enjoyed this, be sure to share, comment, subscribe, and until then, I'll see you all web doers later.